from Easter Carnival between horses Letok and then Akareen. Why Forget? King or Country right over on the far side. Running down to the water now. They jumped this twice. It's number 3 in the first circuit, obviously. Number 11 on the second. And Straight Accord with the advantage over Easter Carnival. Letok on the far side. Red Cleric between horses. Then Why Forget? Border Jewel, King or Country, Akareen, and Kudos. So over the far side. Straight Accord from Red Cleric and Easter Carnival. Then Letok on the inside, Border Jewel, Why Forget, King or Country, Kudos and Akareen. Quite closely grouped. Straight Accord from Red Cleric and Easter Carnival. Letok on the inside. Then Border Jewel and King or Country and Why Forget. Akareen and Kudos. All 9 galloping easily over this incomparable turf here at Liverpool. Coming up to the 5th fence. And safely over it. Straight Accord. Red Cleric on the outside. Letok on the inner, Border Jewel right up with them towards the outer as Easter Carnival. Very closely packed as they jumped that ditch, and Easter Carnival went there. Easter Carnival, a faller at that ditch. The rider is sitting up, horse continuing riderless. Brendan Powell sitting but hasn't yet risen to his feet. Straight Accord is the leader. From Red Cleric and Why Forget and Letok, and then comes Kudos has made ground. The riderless horse on his outside. Behind him comes Border Jewel, then King or Country and Akareen. As they come to another plain fence. And now a further ditch. Straight Accord from Letok on the far side. Red Cleric with his white face showing just a little nearer to us. Then Why Forget in behind him. Quite closely grouped up front. Straight Accord from Red Cleric and Letok and Why Forget and Kudos and Border Jewel and Akareen and King or Country. As they run to the fence that'll be the last on the next circuit. Straight Accord in the lead from Red Cleric and Letok and Kudos and Border Jewel and Why Forget and King or Country and Akareen. And now running down to the water, number 11. Straight Accord from Letok on the inside, Kudos and Red Cleric together, Border Jewel, then Why Forget and Akareen and King or Country. They're being pursued by the riderless Easter Carnival. And Brendan Powell did rise to his feet all right. So, out into the country for a final circuit is Holiday Inn International Chase and Straight Accord. The leader with Letok going very well on his outside. Border Jewel for Ireland is third. Red Cleric 4-5. Why Forget 6 and 7. Kudos and King or Country and then Akareen. Straight Accord, Letok, Border Jewel. Red Cleric and Kudos and Why Forget. King or Country and Akareen. Another plain one. Straight Accord from Letok and Border Jewel. Why Forget, Red Cleric, then Kudos, King or Country and Akareen. The ditch on the far side now. Letok, Straight Accord, little between the two. Border Jewel, jumped that. Another mistake there by King or Country. The old man finding this pace and the distance too much for him now. And it's Straight Accord and Letok, these two, from Border Jewel, then Kudos, then Why Forget and Red Cleric and Akareen. And they've got just 4 fences left to jump now in this Holiday Inn International. That's Letok towards the left of the picture, Straight Accord towards the right. Border Jewel who's chasing him. Straight Accord landed from Letok, then Border Jewel. Racing down now towards the final ditch. Straight Accord from Letok, Stuart, Shilston from Graham Bradley as they come to the final ditch. Straight Accord lands in the lead from Letok. Border Jewel jumps it third. They're racing now towards the second last, and as they do so, it's Straight Accord with Leduc under pressure. Border Jewel is third, then Kudos and Red Cleric, and Leduc landed in the lead there from Straight Accord on the far side, and it's Leduc on the near side, Straight Accord on the far side. Leduc under pressure on the near side, Straight Accord fighting back over on the far side. The final fence now. Leduc on the near side, Straight Accord on the far side. They landed in unison. Straight Accord on the far side from Leduc. Straight Accord from Leduc as they race into the closing stages. It's Straight Accord holding Leduc at the moment as they race up towards the line. 25 yards to run, and Straight Accord being challenged again by Leduc. There's nothing between the two, and as they come to the line, it's just going to be Straight Accord and Leduc in the photo finish. Straight Accord on the far side, Leduc on the near side. Red Cleric just got up, possibly to be third ahead of Acarine. Could be a photo between them two, and then the Old Man King or Country finishing very strongly indeed, and behind them came Border Jewel. Behind Border Jewel was Kudos, and finally Wife again.